Okay, ready to roll. Merry Christmas, day 2. This is the 26th, so it is the day 2 of Christmas with Christmas Eve somewhere else in there. Hi, everybody. To all of you out there, Merry Christmas, day 2. So it's St. Stephen's feast day in the, I guess, the Catholic calendar. With all due respect for the traditions. So this is my song, Anthony and Cleopatra, and I want to plug Antonio y Cleopatra, Anthony and Cleopatra, the play by William Shakespeare. And so I've written a song here that it's kind of nice. I like it because it establishes the context of the birth of Jesus from a nice, fun, melodramatically fun, empirically real historical situation that traces, from at least the other famous figure, Julius Caesar, to Anthony and Cleopatra, and to the emperor who, at Jesus' birth, the Roman emperor, who was Julius Caesar's great nephew and adopted son. And so the whole sequence of events leading up to it is very interesting, and it makes a nice way to distract and focus attention onto the meaning of Jesus Christ's birth in a pretty vivid way. And just since I'm not yanking your chain, but I also want to share Charles Dickens' Conto de Natal. So this is the Portuguese version. Let's see if I can get it balanced up there. Okay, so I hope that doesn't collapse. And I was able to find a few Portuguese film versions, including the 1984 real-life film, and various cartoon versions. One from 1997, Disney version from like 2009, and one with Mickey and Donald Duck, and that was a little bit off. The sound was a little bit off. But great story and wonderful to appreciate, especially when you're in the position I am here with my lovely little family. And doing some fundraising, hint, hint. Anybody ready to help improve my situation here? It will be very welcome. So, I'm praying to God, thank the divine love through some wonderful practices, including much Buddhism and appreciation of Gandhi. But here we go. Anthony and Cleopatra. Hope you like it. Anthony and Cleopatra. Ancient Egypt was conquered by Alexander the Great from Greece. Then his generals feasted their eyes on the river Nile. But Danger's middle name wasn't just crocodile. The new rulers of Egypt led to Cleopatra, whose family spoke Greek, while her prince brother and princess sister started yet another civil war and ran into even more trouble. When Julius Caesar came to Alexandria, town from Rome, and popped their little bubble, it soon to come one, Anthony and Cleopatra. Anthony and Cleopatra. like gods, dressing up like gods, against the odds, and who's calling the shots? Okay, the wind did the trick here at the northeast coast of Brazil. Get a little bit more of that title in there. Okay, and Dickens' Christmas Carol is a little bit, put it here at the side. Books can do amazing things. All right. Anthony and Cleopatra. Verse 2, here we go. Caesar took over and put Cleopatra on the Egyptian throne. Calpurnia was Julius's wife back in Rome, but with great power comes great temptation. So for Julius in Egypt, things got hot and heavy, and Cleopatra had a son that was Caesar's own. And soon to come was Anthony and Cleopatra. Anthony and Cleopatra, dressing up like gods, dressing up like gods, against the odds, and who's calling the shots? Well, it was March when Calpurnia had a bad dream, premonition, and warned her hubby Julius, but his buddy Brutus grabbed him until the mighty ambitious Caesar got stabbed in the back 28 times. Then Octavian, Caesar's upstart grandnephew, led the revenge uprising manhunt. But not long after, his ally Mark Antony married Cleopatra and divorced Octavian's own daughter, crossing danger line. So that even though over by the Nile, Antony and Cleopatra had dressed up like Egyptian gods, they missed the point that Octavian Augustus was Rome's top dog, grandnephew of the fallen Caesar, who they made into an ancestral god. Up there with Jupiter and Mars. Even though Octavian had no Delphi oracle, and he was no Greek philosopher like Socrates or Diogenes in a jar. And he'd never heard of Joseph's multicolored cold Moses, sass a baby in a basket, Buddha's Bodhi tree, and the Good Samaritan mustard seed son. Octavian at that time was the one. Yeah, Caesar's adopted son. Oh, Octavian was calling the Romans, reap as you sow, shine. That was to be or not to be. They were short-lived, spectacular, gorgeous. Shakespearean tragedy and not to be. Anthony and Cleopatra. Anthony and Cleopatra. Dressing up like gods. Dressing up like gods. against the odds, and who's calling the shots? Anthony and Cleopatra. Woo! Yeah, all right. So, Merry Christmas once again. Now on day 2. Feast of Saint Stephen. See my other post on Facebook for some of the images that I lined up to this point, and previsioning what? There's the Holy Innocents day, which I think comes in 2 days. I think tomorrow is John the Apostle and Evangelist, which is a special honor, isn't it? I mean, after all, you've got three other assigned, right, attributions of authorship for the other synoptic gospels. So that's what I know about right now, which is a great way for me to use my Harvard education. So hope you're good. Send me a video or something. Send me some kind of communication and let me know how you're doing. All the best. Big hug, grande abraço from Brazil. Große Umarmung from Germany to Germany. Aus Deutschland, auf Deutschland, zu Ihnen in Deutschland. And aus Brasilien here, from this New York guy. Big hug, bear hug. Not to get all, transgender, not to cross any transgender lines. I'm all pro LGBT plus rights, civil rights, and all that good stuff. So, ciao for now. All the best. Big hug, bear hug, abraço, and Umarmung. Große Umarmung. And there's an expression in French. Well, we've got a French guy here over across the down the way, which would be, I'd say, à bientôt. All right, so take it easy. Ciao.